Good morning, everybody. We are up early today. I'm trying to get a jump on a few things we got to get done around here. I'm trying to get a batch of our tomato sauce done up here before we have some engagements this evening. We're gonna feed one of these chickens quick. I've already started peeling tomatoes inside. I'm trying to get a jump on this stuff because I've got a lot of other things to get done yet, and the summer is winding down on us. The girls are already back into school, so we've been kind of adjusting our schedules to a little bit of more of a back to school schedule right now. They're off doing that, and I'm gonna feed and water the chickens here. They've only got about a week left before they hit freezer camp. And then that chore will be done for the year. We're not doing another batch around here. Gets too late in the year and gets too cold. So let's feed these chickens and go inside. And I'm gonna show you guys a few more things with the sauce that we do here at Gagne Farms. You guys still have water, And Mr. Hey Hey likes to sit right here and crow at you in the morning while you're doing chickie chores. It's kind of funny. I don't know how this happened, but when we just randomly put the chickens in the chicken tractors, it really seems like one tractor is all hens and one tractor is all roosters. So the tractor furthest away has all these super huge chickens in it, and the chicken tractor that's up front here, they're all a lot smaller, so it's just kind of funny looking. I'll show you guys in a second. A little shot of apple cider vinegar. We're gonna give these guys a scoop of food, top them off quick, and then we're gonna go back inside, start picking at these maters. If you guys see, there's not very many left on the vines here, is there? There's maybe another picking or so there, but all in all, we got most of it already. Maybe one rooster right there in the middle. The rest of these girls are hens. Let me show you these guys here. Oh, hey. These guys are all quite a bit bigger. Well, we just got these guys completed for now. Till this afternoon, we'll move them this afternoon. We're getting down to crunch time on some of these projects here. We're creeping up onto hunting season, which I know in one of the last videos you saw was checking those trail cams out, which was pretty cool. But we're getting into, pre-fall mode where, our chores change. We need to start stocking up on our wood. We need to get leaves cleaned up. Yeah, that's a big project I haven't touched yet. That's why I'm trying to get the canning done right now, so I can move over onto this project. And we still got more wood to cut out back. I know it might feel like we're jumping around a lot lately with our videos on YouTube, but that's kind of just what we're doing right now. We pretty much just film what we do around here. We're not doing anything specific. We're not a canning specific channel or a deer hunting specific channel. We're a homesteading channel, and this is what homesteaders do. You got to kind of roll with the seasons, hopefully stay one step ahead on the seasons, but that's why we're kind of all over the place. Back to school mode, back to getting some of these other projects done rather than just stuff in the garden. The garden's kind of winding down. We've got a few things left to get out of there, but it's done really good this year. Really happy with it, and we're just moving on and moving on and crowing all morning long. We're into full tomato mode. I got 2 pans going here. 1 pan right here, and I got just a few tomatoes left. I'm weighing out how many tomatoes I get skinned and peeled and ready to go into the pan. And I want to show you this real quick. I know I've showed you before, I'm showing you again. Take your tomato, pinch the end, take a little chunk off like that, push on through, just like that. Here, let's try one more. Here. Nice little aroma. Pinch that skin, tear it just a little bit. The skin comes right on off. I usually pinch a little piece of core out. You just keep doing it. That's why I do it over here, over the bucket. Don't waste anything that way. Completely helps out with not having to blanch all of your sauce tomatoes. Takes one whole step out. We got all of our tomatoes peeled and weighed, and I end up with 37.5 pounds of peeled, ready to go tomatoes today. So we are full in these 2 pots right now. I have another bowl. Once these boil down and get some of the water off, I'll add some from the bowl into the pans, and we're gonna get this thing canned up because we've got about 8 more bags out in the freezer that we need to get canned up yet. This was 4 plastic grocery bags full, equaled about this amount. So last weekend I did a batch, it was 4 bags, they were a little bit less, it was 28 pounds of the tomatoes peeled and ready to go. So now we're at 37.5 pounds today. That's gonna be a 3 batcher in the canner. So we gotta get this thing pumping. We gotta get it going. We gotta get it evaporating basically, because all we're trying to do is get some of that water off of there. We are just taking our scrap peels here, our tomato skins, out to the compost. Sometimes I give them to the chickens. They scratch around in them. They don't really eat them in the chicken run here, so I just put them on the compost pile. They come over here and scratch around in it anyways, the ones that get outside. So they still do get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. Look at that. Look at all that compost. Oh yeah. Good stuff. I forgot I was gonna come over here this morning and check these bees. I could technically still do that right now. I was thinking about putting another honey super on the top just to give them a little more bee space. I don't know. It's getting kind of late in the year though too. Most people are harvesting honey in middle of September. It is nice and cool. The sun's not on them. I might be talking myself into this. It would only take a minute. Throw my suit on, get the smoker going, throw a box on. It is going to be in the 90s for about a week here coming up. Yep. Okay. I talked myself into it. I'm going to go ahead and add a honey super to the top of this here just for bee space. I know it's going to get super hot next week, and they're going to be bearded up all over the front of that hive. Just give them a little extra room to work for the next few weeks. If I get anything in it, that's fine. If not, we'll just set it back for next year. Got my smoker. I got a little sigh here. I'm going to try to clean some of the stuff up around the hive right now. There's some raspberry bushes back there, a little bit of tall grass. I'm going to try to knock that down quick. Put this on. Not going to spend a lot of time in there. Just want to kind of get in there, get this on, and get out of the way. Let them do their thing. Well then, those bees were a little bit more aggressive than I anticipated. But nonetheless, we got the other top super on there. That hive was cram-packed full of bees. So I'm glad I got another super on. I'm hoping that's going to do the trick for them for a little bit and give them a little bit more bee space. We've only got a few weeks, maybe a month till we got to harvest honey. So we'll see. But yeah, there they are. I think they're flying around me right now. I think they're a little agitated today. They look completely fine on the outside of the box when I first started getting into it. But yeah, I cracked that lid and they didn't want me in there. Let's put it that way. So anyways, we got that taken care of. Something been putting off, got done. This is what I like to do. I like to get some stuff done. Let's go check these tomatoes inside and see how they're doing so we can hopefully get some of the stuff canned up. These guys are looking really good. I was able to get the other bowl that we had sitting over here off to the side. I got them incorporated into these two saucepans. There's still a lot of water in there, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to boil some more off. I have a prior engagement I need to get to this evening. I do not know if I'm going to have enough time to get all this boiled off and canned up before we have to leave. I think we could probably get this stuff immersion blended pretty soon, and then we're going to see kind of how it looks and see if we can get some of this boiled off. If not, you know, worst case, I'll leave it on a real low simmer for a little bit until we get back home. Hopefully do it in the evening then. But regardless, it's going to go into a jar at some point. I'm just going to say it smells amazing in this house right now with all the tomato products going on. It's awesome. So it is time now for us to do our immersion blending on the sauce here and get this guy thickened up a little bit. Remember, start your immersion blender once it's emerged into the sauce. What I like to do is immersion blend it and then let it go for another hour or so. And then before I go to can this up, I'll hit it one last time. Sometimes two times, depending on how well I immersion blended it the first time. But this will get blended one more time at least, and then we'll get these into jars and out on the canner. One thing we started doing here at Gagne Farms with our tomato sauce is just to sauce the tomatoes. We used to make pizza sauce. We used to make barbecue sauce. We used to make spaghetti sauce and all the sauces, and it was awesome. And then we made, you know, a little batch of this and a little batch of that. Instead of doing all that, if you just blend up your sauce tomatoes and make them into tomato sauce, you can grab a can of the tomato sauce out of the pantry and then season it however you like. So if you want to have spaghetti one night during the week, you grab a can of tomato sauce and you add the Italian seasoning, oregano, whatever you guys put into your spaghetti sauce. Put all the spices in there right on the pan. Boom, it's spaghetti sauce. Hey, oh, something changed. I decide I want pizza tonight. Well, there you go. You can make pizza sauce because now you have a can of tomato sauce and season it for pizza sauce. We just find it easier that way. We've been doing it like this for a few years and it's worked out awesome. Just gonna throw that out there for a suggestion because we used to do all the things. I'd have, you know, rows and rows and rows of all the different sauces, and it was fun to make, but it was really time consuming as well. So now we're doing it like this. Saves time, a lot less headache. It's a lot easier, and for us, it's more convenient. I made the executive decision. I've got time to get a batch down right now before we need to take off this evening. So I'm going to get this one going here. It's the smaller of the two pans. I'm hoping to get 6 quarts out of here and at least get rid of that saucepan. Because that one starts boiling with it being cast iron. it gets going and it holds its heat, so it's hard to, you know, regulate the heat at all in there. So we're gonna get that off and we're gonna get a batch going here. I got my jars washed up. I just put some hot water in them just so they retain that heat before I put the tomato sauce in them. I'm gonna hit it with the immersion blender real quick, and then we're gonna jar these guys up. This stuff's looking really good here. Definitely done. Almost forgot lemon juice. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in the jar. Real lemon juice. Got our funnel. We got this sweet looking sauce. Boy, does that smell amazing. We love eating this all winter long. It's so nice to be able to go down to the pantry and grab a fresh jar of tomato sauce. Boy, these jars are hot, so we're gonna put them right here. I'm gonna get the rest of these jars filled up and we're gonna take them outside. Wipe these rims down good. Hot tamale. Hot tamale. Make sure we get a good seal. We don't wanna waste all this hard work we've been doing here all day. Okay. And we are water bath canning these. I have some, I'm gonna say off-brand lids. They are not a ball lid, but these, I use these while we are water bath canning. To be honest, they were cheap during the pandemic and I bought bulk of them on Amazon because you couldn't find lids anywhere else. But I don't like them for pressure canning. I did have one cave in on me during a pressure can years ago, and I just used these for water bath. Never had a problem with them. Six quarts going outside into the canner because that's what my canner will fit. I might be able to squeeze a 7th, but I'm not gonna try it. I think I only have about another 6 quarts in here anyways. I've turned this way down and we are going to just let this slowly simmer here. Canner is definitely hot. We are gonna actually turn that guy down just a fuzz. If that gets too hot, it'll pop these jars. You go to throw them in there. Getting close to the top. We're gonna boil over. Might go over right here on this one. Oh, buddy. We are right at the brim. Okay, get this lid back on. Whoa. Well, we're gonna cock that lid to the side for a second. The tomato sauce quarts take 40 minutes in the canner. We're gonna let this process and we are gonna go inside. I think I have time to get all of it done. So I'm gonna go inside, get another batch rolling here. We got our first batch done. We're gonna pop the lid, pull these guys out. I've got the second batch right here. This is what we ended up with. And I'm gonna get those in the canner right away because I think I'll be good with timing. Turn this guy down just a fuzz while we pull and load this canner. That looks good. Wow, it popped already. A little bit of water in that, but that's fine. That is completely fine. That popped too. A little bit of water there, completely fine. So when we see the water in there like that, we just know we didn't get boiled down completely. which this is actually really close to being complete. But you do want a little bit of liquid in there, and some of this might have siphoned in through the lids while they were water bath canning, because there's a couple like that one there doesn't have any liquid in it. This one's got very, very little. Okay, enough chit-chatting. We're gonna put this in. Oh, I want to show you guys something. So this is kind of an experiment. Never done this before. I think it'll work. Had like 3/4 of a quart here, the leftover of the second batch. I'm gonna put this in the canner. I usually only can full jars, but I think we'll be all right. Let's check it out. Oh, baby. Kind of buoyant. Why is that? Oh, it's floating. Huh. Funny. Never seen that before. That is why. All right. That's funny. Look at that. I'm still gonna roll with it. We're gonna see what happens. Never tried it. I don't know. If the lid's not under the water, it probably won't seal. So we're gonna let it roll. Otherwise, we're having spaghetti for dinner. We are done with our second batch. I was able to get everything done in time so we can still make our prior engagement this evening. So I'm gonna pull this off, and we are gonna see what these jars look like. Still got a floater. Not convinced that one's gonna be a good one. See if we can't one-hand this out of here. I'll leave that one set right there. The rest of these look fantastic. Oh, we got poppers. So that one right there just popped. Or maybe it was that one. These guys are popping before I can get them out of the water. Look at that. That is 12 quarts. 11 3/4 quarts of prime premium tomato sauce. Look at that. We're going to be enjoying this all winter long. Thanks for following along, guys. I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, hit that like button and share this video out. It helps our channel immensely. You guys all know the spiel. We'll catch you on the next one. I believe these have all popped already. Look at that. Fantastic.